Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now it's time for your weekend tech tip, brought to you by Chevy Silverado.
Part 2 of your Chevy Silverado tech tip of the week. And for the question that we have here from one of our viewers was, can you be on Odell with any motor?
Yes.
Yes. Just that simple. Okay, so let's talk about what we put on the hooks, okay? Let's say somebody buys one of your baits. They go to Fisherman's, they buy it from you online. Number of different baits that you can buy from them. Dodgers, you can find those at Fisherman's, of course. They've got a huge selection of them. But it's white, write this down, white shoe peg corn. Now, there's a lot of people that have different perspectives or takes on what they want to cure their shoe peg corn with. This is a pack that you actually sell with the products from ProCure.
Correct.
And this is the actual cure itself.
Yeah, this is the recipe. Yep, using these products to make. Yep.
So when you go online or if you go over to Fisherman, is it at the Delta Park store?
Yep,
this
Delta
pack?
Park. No, they don't have the pack, but they have all these.
Yeah, they have the ingredients. Okay, and then there, of course, there is your recipe for it. So it's the ProCure Slamola powder.
Yep.
No matter where I go, I've got that. Oh, it's the garlic. All right, so don't forget that. The Wizard, Kokanee Corn Magic from ProCure, of course, and then the water soluble. You like the sand shrimp, and then the garlic plus. Is this your go-to everyday cure?
That is my go-to everyday cure.
Do you ever change?
I always have that on my boat.
Okay.
Yep. And then, you know, I might switch out the garlic with anise. I might switch out the sand shrimp with bloody tuna.
Okay.
But for the most part, especially if you're fishing a lake that has shrimp in it, Odell has shrimp in it, I'm going to have sand shrimp in it. So,
gotcha.
Yep.
So you can change it up if you wish to. Great recipe to start with.
Right.
Let's talk about, let's say you do it all right? You follow your directions, and if you're missing it too quickly, you can, once the show's done, you can hit reverse, right? And you can go back to it, or whatever the heck you call it. Color. Do you ever add color to your?
No, I do not. Yeah.
Never?
Never.
Never?
Never.
And, okay.
And so, here's the reason why. Let's say I make a batch of pink, which you can. I mean, you can use pink corn, and let's say the kokanee don't want pink that day.
Right.
Yeah, you're in a world of hurt.
Yeah, you got bait that's not going to get eaten.
Now, if you go out with pink and orange and chartreuse, but they'll always hit white. So
they'll always hit white.
Now, I'm not saying you won't have a better bite if they want pink that day and you have pink corn, but for me personally, they'll hit white all the time, and I'm not going to mess around with the color. So that's just me.
Pay attention. He catches more than you. I'm just going to say it that way.
So this kokanee killer, this stuff here will come in they have a couple, they have an orange color and a pink color, but
gotcha.
For me, I'm going with the plain white.
All right, let's show that photo of how he likes to get that shoe peg corn on the hooks. Now, I've been told this before. It was actually Cameron that got me into this. Cameron Black from Gone Catching Guide Service, Addicted. Y'all know Cameron. He's the reason why I got into chasing kokanee in the beginning. And he did at one point say, no, don't do that. Do it like this, okay? Right. And I was like, whatever. And Jeremy comes in today and goes, this is important.
Super
important. Tell me why you have your kernels of your white shoe peg corn cured up with your ProCure products. Why do you have it like that? Why is that so important?
So a couple reasons. One, if you're using the water solubles, that scent's going to suck up into the kernel. You notice that the cut part is facing back down towards the fish, so it's going to slowly time release in the water system. Also having the kernels in that direction there, the water as it goes over, it's going to be make it more hydrodynamic in the water.
Okay, makes sense.
And having it hang off the hook is super important. It'll increase your catch ratio by probably about 25%.
And what he's referring to there, everyone, is how much meat, okay, how much corn is at the bottom of the shank of that hook. If it's way in there and you got a whole bunch of corn in the middle of that shank of the hook, it ain't gonna get into the fish. These fish are very soft-mouthed. They're very hard fighters pound for pound. And I wish I could find a 20-pounder. Imagine if you hooked a 20-pound sockeye. It's gonna kick, you ain't landing it. I'm just putting it that way.
Right.
They're very feisty, I'll just put it that way. So just get that hook in there a little bit better.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So and it causes. I mean the kokanee. If you watch any underwater videos, I mean they go back and forth and follow your gear for an extended period of time before they hit it.
Right.
And so it entices the bite. I mean, you don't want to flush your scent out of the corn immediately.
Sure.
If you put it in the middle of it, you know, it might rotate and then it's flat now on the hook and going to cause it to drag a little bit. You don't want to put more than one piece of corn
on each hook,
because it deadens the action of the lure. I mean, it's super important.
I always say this. That's why I love Outdoor GPS, one of a kind. I'm telling you right now. You can find his information online. You can go to YouTube, different sources, his website, and get video clips, different bits and pieces that will help you be more successful. Go find that video from Fisherman's Marine, his seminar that he did at the Delta Park store this past weekend. Just the 3 or 4 little things that he's teaching you now, if you're an experienced Kokanee angler, you're going to be better. If you're brand new at it, you're going in there with years of experience and you never even chased them yet. I mean, it's very important. Anyway, we'll be back with Jeremy John, Kokanee Kid, in just a couple minutes. I want to talk about what kind of rods he likes to fish with and why. We'll be right back.